This specific workout routine targets the exact muscle groups required to physically lift and definitively shape the glutes. Achieving a lifted aesthetic requires you to simultaneously target all three of the superficial gluteal muscles. When you activate these three specific zones in sequence, they function like a biological pulley system, contracting upwards to elevate the surrounding tissue and eliminate slack. Anatomical theory establishes the goal, but physical tension is required to trigger the change. To execute this protocol properly, you only need clear floor space, a sturdy elevated step, and a specialized yoga mat. Pairing this specific physical setup with our anatomical blueprint ensures the upcoming movements force actual structural change in the muscle tissue. Stand tall and prepare your structural base. We will start with the foundational movement. Plant your feet slightly wider than your hips. Physically angle your toes outward to open your stance. As you descend, maintain a rigidly flat back. Let your weight drop while your spine remains completely neutral. Drive your mass back upward. During this push, you should feel localized tension across your glutes, your thighs, and deep in your core. Compound movements like the squat distribute force across multiple muscle groups. This makes the movement effective for a foundation, but insufficient for maximum glute enlargement on its own. To achieve a more targeted, lifted look, we must break this bilateral symmetry and move into isolated elevation. Position your elevated step in the center of your workspace and stand squarely in front of it. As you initiate the step up, establish a direct neurological connection with your leading leg. That single leg must push your entire mass upward. Complete 4 slow, controlled repetitions on this side before you alternate legs. Many people experience a loss of physical equilibrium during the upward drive. You can stabilize your core by maintaining deep, highly controlled nasal breathing. To further assist your balance, lock your eyes onto a single stationary anchor point directly in front of you. Stripping away balance supports forces a single glute muscle to bear your entire systemic load. This isolation accelerates tissue breakdown, which is the precursor to muscle growth. Transition down to the floor. The yoga mat is the final zone for this workout. Establish your geometric base on your hands and knees. Your hands and arms must be planted flat against the floor. This hand bracing physically locks the lower back out of the equation, preventing dangerous spinal compensation while you lift. Begin executing alternating rear leg kickbacks. Prioritize slow mechanical precision. At the absolute peak of the upward arc, you should feel an intense, localized squeeze in the muscle. Kicking the leg too high transfers the work away from the glute and back onto the spine. Maintain a controlled range of motion to keep the tension on the target. Achieving this level of biomechanical isolation is the final stressor required to fully sculpt a lifted aesthetic. The physical exertion phase is complete. Stop, breathe, and allow your heart rate to return to its baseline. Exercise functions by creating micro tears in the muscle fibers. The actual expansion of the tissue happens during recovery, not during the workout itself. Nutritional chemistry provides the foundation for growth, while mechanical exercise acts as the trigger. Consuming a protein-heavy meal immediately after a workout supplies the raw materials needed to physically bridge and thicken those damaged fibers. Pairing these structural stressors with immediate nutritional fueling allows you to successfully achieve measurable hypertrophy and structural change in your lower